this on my Facebook. Holler at me. Leave me a message. Whatever you need to do. Like I said, guys, this is just going to be game one. We're just going to get game one out of the way tonight. Tomorrow we'll be back with the final game, which is the college football finals, if we can beat the Florida Gators. Like I said, guys, I really hope you enjoy this AJ Quinn series. If you like it, we're going to do another series right along with it, right along with his brother CJ Quinn, so we can work with him, go to a different school besides Clemson, and see if we can lead that team also to a national championship. Now, guys, like I said, I'm sorry that we lost the connection to the first gameplay, but at least you're going to see the last few bits of this game. Tomorrow, guys, I will be back with this series, but I'm also going to start franchise mode as well in this series. I will also be starting to do a little commentating on Wolfenstein, doing a little bit of more commentating on Madden 19 because I got to get Madden 19 on a roll. And also Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Wildlands, I also got to keep on rolling with. Now, another thing, NASCAR fans, if you are into that,
the Clemson offense heading out for their next possession. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
You will see that come back.
Nice looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Again, the underlying story here, no snaps in 4 years. It seems kind of hard to believe. You almost wonder if there's some type of lingering animosity between quarterback and coach, because there's certainly been a few of those 56-7 type games over the last few years, but much like the Patriots in the NFL, where you see Tom Brady take almost every snap, even at his age, that was the case with Marcus Washington. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well. So, Charles, let's look ahead. This is the first of 2 semifinals on this night, so we don't know the opponent yet, but you'd have to think that the road will get tougher from here.
I'd have to agree with that because now there's going to be film, and they'll game plan for him. But you look at our quarterback, he's had everything go his way so far. And as you just...
That's caught inside the 20. It's a gain of 35. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Well, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen. You can fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
Towards the sideline.
And it's caught. Touchdown Clemson. Isaiah Streets. As the first half is winding down. And this offense continues to pour it on. So a blistering start to this first half. We wondered how this young quarterback would handle the pressure, and there is a lot of pressure. Well, how about 3 first-half touchdown passes? Extra point up and through, and the route is on here in this first half. So after the touchdown, Clemson back out there to kick this thing away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Gators now with a 1st and 10.
I wouldn't think Florida would throw, but you never know with college football today.
They'll start by running the option to the right.
And Clemson
now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
In the college football semifinals in Dallas, Texas.
Here's Reddick. Throw left side complete. It's Arnold. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Which puts 3 safeties in the box, in the back, as you see,
They'll throw
on the
now
top
on the
of the
final
screen.
play.
I'm going to send
And he will
to
find
the
his man on the
not
outside.
going to even get close. And we're going to go in the line room with a huge lead.
Clemson fans saying Marcus who? It's been all Tigers here as we reach halftime at Arlington.
Okay. Just checking in with you. How'd you feel about the first half?
That's how we're playing. Let's go.
We had a great first half. We keep doing what we're doing, we might win this thing.
There's a lot of we's in that sentence. It's a good thing to recognize your teammates. But you remember, you're leading the charge tonight, all right? So get out there and let's put this thing away. Second half. Let's go.
Hey,
Coach,
really good job out there in the first half. I should have trusted you more. That's on me.
I'm over it. All that matters is the win.
All right. Can you handle it if I open up the playbook a little bit in the second half?
Let's do it.
Let's get him.
Thanks, Coach.
All right.
All right, guys, we just came out of the locker room.
The winner goes on, the loser goes home as we start the second half in this semifinal matchup from Arlington. This is fielded at the goal line.
So we can focus on the game.
A marker down.
Now,
He does get it up past the 25. Will it hold? Let's see.
And yes, it is. That is going to move us up more.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because
right,
officials
so
always tell
guys.
you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
We're ahead by a handful of scores.
On the carry, it's Jewell. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Clemson, of course, back in the college football playoff for the fourth consecutive year. Champions in the 2016 season. Trying to make it 2 titles in 3 years if they can get things done. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Quick slant caught by Streets. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. We're prepping for this semifinal matchup. We went back and saw all the tape on Isaiah Streets throughout the year. And no matter who you talk with around the game, they say Isaiah Streets, what's so impressive, his route running ability. So much discipline, so much precision on the cuts. Not only that, but you sit down with him and you find out what an impressive young man he is for the amount of talent that he has and all the stars and accolades by his name. Incredibly grounded, just a remarkable young man. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from the lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Doing what we need to do to get out of this game with the dub.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. Second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in the sprinters.
And he is going to be wrapped up and slung to the turf.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Ready. Throwing on 3rd and long. Oh, pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
It has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today. But on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
We go backwards instead of forward.
The punt team on now as this one's sent away.
Chance to get
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
This game.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up second down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run. So I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got just pin their ears back and get after him now.
And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Going up top, and that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
And that one came close to hitting the big scoreboard up there as the fair catch is made inside the 20-yard line.
What do you think, man? Do you think we should just keep on running, or do you think we should pass the ball?
The Clemson offense here set to take over. And Charles, look, I mean, coming into this one, you and I, we didn't know what to expect. This could have certainly been a disaster, nothing short of it. But this young man under center, he has certainly risen to the occasion.
He certainly has, and we certainly prepared in case it was the disaster that maybe it could have been. But there's no question, he's been the star of the show. But while we say that, let's make sure we remember the rest of the team, the supporting guys, because otherwise we'll have a lot of mamas upset with us if we don't mention them, and they have played awfully well in addition.
Looking to throw on second down. Quinn. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. So much made about the fact that we've got a quarterback who's never seen the field in a college football game, but if you go back to his high school days, he's played in front of crowds. Maybe not quite this size, but it wasn't abnormal for them to have 15,000, 20,000 people in the stands at his high school games, and the numbers from his senior year as a prepster, impressive. Led his team to a 14-0 record, threw for close to 4,700 yards, 37 touchdowns, just 4 interceptions, and he also chipped in 11 rushing touchdowns to boot. So it's not as if this guy doesn't know what he's doing out there under center. To throw on second down, Quinn. He's got the first down and more inside the 40 and down to the 27-yard line. 28 yards the game there on the catch and run. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Back now here on EA Sports.
All right, here we go.
And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
6 minutes in this game left to go. But unfortunately, that's what the
First
coach
and
wants
10
us to
now
do.
for
So we're just
Clemson.
gonna hand the ball off to Henry, and we're going to try to get out of this game.
Henry out of the pistol, pushing through the contact. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Henry. And he will take this in for a Clemson touchdown. Jackson Henry, his second touchdown of the night. And this offense is running away with this one. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting ready for their next possession is Florida Gator offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page. Quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. They'll drop the throw. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
51 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Clemson offense heading out for their next possession. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
And they're putting the safety in the box. You see him down below here. He just came out.
Again to Henry. Oh, he sheds himself free. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
What's the old adage, partner? Don't judge the book by its cover, because this guy, he takes the mantra that he'll go down with a brisk gust of wind and sets it on its head. Great effort there to break a tackle and come up with a nice gain.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
I got to tell you, they're starting to load with doing safety switches, which is not...
They'll run with Jewell.
Jewell's going to get a few points. He's
brushing off defenders.
And the Gators are
and he will take this in for a Clemson touchdown. Well, what we just saw, we've seen a lot of broken tackles, and they're leading to a huge touchdown play.
Yeah, none of them more glaring than what we just saw there, but we've seen it throughout this game, whether it's in tight, running through the line, out in open field. They haven't been able to get these runners down very well. I have a feeling they'll be in pads a lot next week, working on their tackling.
No problem there on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
Florida, like I said,
so after the touchdown, Clemson back out there to kick this thing away.
The level of difficulty this is on.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Gators about set to take over again on offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
1st and 10, Florida. They'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked out just shy of midfield.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Clemson out for another drive, and it's starting to look for all the world that they'll be back in the national championship game again as they start here 1st and 10. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Call that a gain of 11.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
A first down carry for Henry. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A nice pickup there, 10 yards.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Pass here, see how many yards you get. Not trying to aim anywhere near.
On first down, Quinn. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? A good run of 6 yards there gets them closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line. Because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
And that is caught. Touchdown Clemson. DeMarcus Sowell there to make the grab. And this offense continues to pour it on. What a game he's had throwing the football. This is now 4 touchdown passes, and this offense has had very little drop-off from Marcus Washington. Starting to get a sense who might be on your weekly cover of your favorite sports magazine this week.
Take a look at the settings, see where I'm at.
So after the touchdown, Clemson back out there to kick this thing away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
He's not playing so well, and the buttons are not going so good, so, you know.
Getting ready for their next possession, this Florida Gator offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. He'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They pick up 11 in addition to moving the chains.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. They'll look to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays.
That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it in for a Gator touchdown. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. You're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. The extra point up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
And all we really need to do now is just run the clock. Get out of here.
The Clemson offense here set to take over, and a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Ball at 32.
Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
All right, 2nd and 6. Ball on the 32. 20 seconds
They'll
left.
keep it on the
Hand the ball
ground.
to Jewel.
Jewel.
Jewel's going to
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
14 seconds left to go. And looks like we're going to run away with this game big time.
Clemson now with a 1st and 10. Going to hand to Jewel.
And another first down.
A good gain of 12 yards that time.
Out of reach. We're moving on to the college football finals.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. So on the strength of 4 touchdown passes in the first college start for their senior quarterback, the Clemson Tigers are moving on to play for a national championship on January 7th.
I'm really proud of you.
Thank you, sir.
That was a gutsy performance out there tonight. You took us to a national championship when nobody, and I mean nobody, expected you to. And for what it's worth, I'm really glad you stayed 4 years ago.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Yeah, baby, we going to the chip. Whew. One more game, baby.
We got this, man.
Oh, yeah. Football is my life, man. But you got to stay grounded in what's important. So I got a little surprise for you.
Isaiah!
Em, looking good, Emily. Oh, and I'm loving this hat.
Thank you.
Oh.
Absolutely. Is that magenta? Fuchsia? What color is that?
Okay. Hey, I bet he'd probably be good at off the board, huh?
Yeah.
Look, Emily has the best games.
Okay. If you had a unicorn, would you want its mane to be purple or pink?
Well.
Well, these are both tough, but good options. I think I'm gonna have to go with purple.
Purple. What? No, look. You see, look, you don't pick from the options given. All right, the game is in the name. Off the board. Yeah, now it's clicking. Okay, look, if I had a unicorn, I'd have a mane that matches its horn. Silver.
I'd go with onyx.
Onyx. Okay. I told you she's a pro.
Hey, how are you? Todd Atwood. I'm Emily's dad.
Hi.
Can I talk to you for a second? She's too shy to ask, but Emily wanted to know if you could do something for her in the national championship game.
Yeah, of course. Anything.
She wanted you to throw 3 touchdowns.
3? I thought I said 4.
4 touchdowns.
Oh, Is that okay? Well, 4 touchdowns is a lot.
Yeah, but how can you turn down this face? Look at that.
But I'll see what I can do.
Yes.
Don't worry. He'll do it.
Thank you. Thank you very much. It's great to see you again.
Great seeing you.
It's nice to meet you.
You too.
All right.
We're days away from the national championship game, and there is one big question on everyone's mind. Can lightning strike twice? Last week, we saw a quarterback with no game day experience lead his team to victory in the college football playoff semifinal. Kyle, is this kid good enough to win a championship?
Not at all. That's it. But hold on. I don't think he has to be. And let me tell you what I mean. There is so much talent on that team on both sides of the ball. Manage the game. Don't make the big mistake. I think they have a real shot. I do.
Kyle, we don't like managers of the game here at the table. Very boring, just like your shirt. I feel you, but I disagree. The team has a ton of talent, but they're going to need this dude to make some plays. They're not going to win if they hand the ball off 50 times.
You two be nice. You, Peter Schrager, do you think he'll rise to the challenge?
I do, as long as the pressure doesn't get to him.
Yeah, for real. He's about to feel that pressure. Listen, there's a lot of weight on this dude's shoulders right now. He wins this game, he punches his ticket to the NFL. He loses, and we'll see, I guess.
And then if you're a coach, how do you handle this? What do you say to a kid that has so much to lose on that field?
Hey, can I talk to you a minute?
Yeah, sure, Coach.
You know, I know it's hard to shut out all the noise. It's a lot of pressure. The only thing that we can control is what's right in front of us. And what's right in front of us is a game of football. Same rules as always. So you gotta take a step back. All right? You gotta breathe it in. You find a way to appreciate this moment, this time with your teammates, take in the crowd. Man, you do that, and everything gets real quiet. All right, so breathe, take it in. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about.
I got you, Coach. Yeah, thanks.
Good.
Yeah.
And alright, let's just take a step back here, guys. Out of half of those guys that were on that talk show, you had a former wide receiver and a few other players, a few other people, analysts should I say, doubting J.J. Quinn.
We crown a champion tonight here at Levi Stadium in Santa Clara for the College Football Playoff National Championship game, as we'll see the Miami Hurricanes taking on the Clemson Tigers.
All right, so with that being said, guys, we are going to walk away tonight in this first realm of that. I hope you enjoyed me blowing up Florida, but for that, guys, I will be back tomorrow with this series again to lead you down the path of J.J. Quinn. Game 2 is against Clemson's rival, the Miami Hurricanes. They're both in the same I believe they're both in the same division. But that's it for now, guys. I hope you all liked how quarterback one, face of the franchise, looked. When you saw the first opening, you saw Patrick Mahomes give a little head up on JJ's shoulders to walk out there and play with confidence, and he did just that. So with that, guys, you saw the haters. You saw that we had no chance of beating Miami. Let's beat the Hurricanes. Hashtag beat the U. Start that trend all day, every day. Until tomorrow, guys, I'm out. Enjoy the rest of your night. Be safe out there, man. You never know what y'all are going to get into. Like I said, I'm out. I'm your boy, GamerBoy93. Peace.